All right, so let's head back on in. Came in 8th, so it worked out perfectly. Nice. Hell yeah. Good thing you're dead, now you can grab a sandwich. It's delicious death. Hey, Aztecs, no worries. You take it easy. Enjoy your lurk. All right, here we go. Now we're back in the game. Look at that reflection. Yep. All right, so... Wait, what are we supposed to do? I don't remember where we stopped yesterday. All right, so things to do. We got to develop a photo. Okay. We have... Oh, the photo. That is the big thing we got to do. Okay. The photo. Man, look at that countryside. So nice. All right. Telegram. So when we finished off last time, to get anybody caught up, since I don't know how many people have seen this game, know about it. As far as I know, where we're at right now. So the game starts, and the character we are, Julia, finds their sister dead, floating in the water. Now, the sister Martha, who is floating in the water, was supposedly wearing Julia's clothes. And when she drug her to shore and the parents came out, they thought that the dead one was Julia and the living one was Martha, and she went along with it because the mom hated Julia and just kind of wanted to be Martha for a minute. But Martha was deaf. So she went on with the charade for like 4 days pretending to be deaf while they prepared Martha's funeral and all this. And then ultimately she let it out of the bag and I guess got like punished severely, supposedly, from what they said. And now we're kind of after that. Now Julia doesn't remember anything from before finding Martha. She has gaps in her memory. She's been having severe nightmares about the situation and is like overwhelmingly traumatized. Where we ended the game yesterday exactly, we just had a flashback where Julia was listening to a recording of Martha, who claims that she was never deaf, and at the age of 6... Oh, what's this?
Go to the dark room now, not when she's around.
Okay.
I must stay as far away from her as possible.
Okay, the mom's down there.
To the cemetery instead to find out whether Martha really was pregnant or not.
Okay, so we gotta go to the cemetery. So it reveals Martha supposedly was never really deaf, but when she was 6 years old, pretended to be deaf for reasons and just kept it that way forever until she died, but then made a recording for Julia saying that she was sorry. They blamed Julia for Martha being deaf. The doctor said that she was deaf because of something that happened when they were pregnant. They're twins. When the mom was pregnant with them, Julia somehow damaged her hearing, but it didn't take effect till 6 years later. Like, what? And so Julia got like shit on for the rest of her life because of that. Supposedly Julia was pregnant, but then said, I don't know, I'm confusing you guys more than what's going on. You got to play the game to really understand it. There's a lot going on here, but supposedly something like Julia was pregnant, but then later on we find out Martha was actually pregnant. I don't know. I'm trying to sort it out in my head as I tell you guys about it. There's just a lot going on. Right now, though, we're going to a cemetery to hopefully answer this question of pregnancy, as we're, I guess, going to dig up the body. I mean, where is this cemetery? I know where one cemetery is. Yeah, it's very confusing. I'm trying to give a brief summary, and I think I just made it way more confusing trying to sparse it out quickly. If I sat down for like 5 minutes and paused the game and went over the events, it'd probably be less confusing. So we're just going to go. Let's see here. Where is... Osan left a telegram in the letterbox. Maybe we should do that first. Maybe we should look at this letterbox. No, Luna, I did horrible, but thank you anyway. It was sloppy. When you're trying to explain something to somebody and then towards the end you've realized you've confused yourself, you know it didn't come across well. It's just like, So, we'll just leave it there and just keep playing. Where's this mailbox? I mean, the mailbox, I would assume would be on the outside of the house, right? Unless they have one of those door mailbox slots. Why does this game feel like it's extra dark today? Yeah, the game's really quiet right now for some reason. Like, you can hear I turned the volume up a lot, so get ready for your eardrums just so you can hear the footsteps walking around. I'm trying to find this stupid mailbox. Like, hopefully you can hear, like, the birds chirping and stuff now that I've, like, boosted the volume a ton. Why doesn't it mark things on the map for me? I wish it would. I don't know where this mailbox is. Like, this is the garage. Fuck. Mailbox, where you at? I'm in the front of the house. You would think the mailbox would be at the front of the house, right? Front of the house or the edge of the property. One of the two. Oh, it was on the damn door! Fine, whatever. It's on the door. We got it.
Dear Mrs. Irene K., following your call, we have received a telegram from Dr. D. Your request has been accepted. As soon as the police station issues authorization, we will send for the girl.
Oh, shit.
While we wait, to avoid the girl taking any extreme actions, as per the fears you have expressed, we ask that you trust in the advice of her treating physician. I thank you for your generous and charitable donation to our institution. Director S., Volterra Psychiatric Hospital.
Oh man, they're gonna have us committed.
0782. Now that she has discovered everything, she wants to lock me up in an asylum. Or maybe even worse, she wants to kill me and have everyone believe it was suicide. She is preparing all the finer details.
Yeah, she is.
21st of July. Lapo is dead. They shot me in the back when I discovered his body. I thought I had hit rock bottom. These are soulless, empty days. After so many awful events, I finally managed to meet the White Lady. Or so I believe. The line between reality and dreams is becoming less and less clear to me. I thought a lot about her words, but they didn't shed any light on my assumptions. They kept ringing in my mind. Maybe I will understand when the time comes. Now I know for certain that it was Mummy who killed Martha. When she thought that she was me, Only a week ago, all of this would have seemed impossible. I just need to find the proof so she can pay for what she has done.
Alright, so they're thinking about locking us up in an asylum. So interesting note, in that journal we just read, she mentions about being shot. So that was a scene you guys didn't see yesterday. She had a boyfriend, Lapo, who we saw get blown up by a grenade. Like, these are World War II times. So he got blown up by a grenade. We went over to his body, his blown up body, found a letter on him that we started to read, and then as we were reading the letter, got shot. It was crazy. But also kind of amazing. But crazy. But amazing. Like, nothing good is happening in this girl's life whatsoever. Her family hated her. Her sister died. She made believe that she was her so she could be the one they loved. And then they found out, now they want to commit her. And then her boyfriend gets blown up. Yes, we got shot. And then we're walking around. Supposedly as a clean shot through and through, but why does this game feel so dark today? Like, maybe it's the time of day we're in right now. But it feels extra dark. It's that ray tracing. Where's the cemetery? Did I go the wrong way? Oops. Shit, I did, because I think the cemetery's like here, and we're here. Well, if I go around, we'll eventually hit it this way. We're going the right way now, right? Yeah, we are. We'll get there. Ray traced lighting. Too real for its own good. I mean, the story makes sense when you're playing it. It's not like it's hard to understand playing it. It's just there's a lot going on. And then trying to explain it all really quick is hard to do. Alright, so this is the cemetery I know about. I guess this isn't where she was buried, though? Well, I don't know where she was buried. Game isn't helping me. Where's the cemetery where she was buried? Alright, so... I wish I could, like, do that as a marker. Found the note among Mommy's things. It's Martha's handwriting, but it doesn't make any sense. The message reads, Dear Mother, this is hard, but I have something to tell you. I found out that Julia is pregnant. Go to the lake tomorrow morning at 7 and watch her as she bathes. You'll see her tummy is growing, Martha. Requirements. Go to the cemetery. Well, this is the only cemetery I know of. What other cemetery is there? I wish it would put a marker on the map. Maybe there was one by the church. Maybe we just buried her sister out in front of the house, huh? I mean, that wouldn't be unheard of. A lot of, in old times, they usually had, like, small family property cemeteries. So here was the church. Can't go in. I really wish the game would tell us where the cemetery is. I've never been this way. I don't even know what this way is. You know, I'm really trying to go like super non-spoilery on this, but like, I might actually want to know where the hell the cemetery is, because it's not marking it. Maybe this is the cemetery. That looks kind of weird.
Martha is in the family crypt. That
Okay,
place
I think this is it.
scary.
I think we're going the right
I
direction.
don't remember, but Nanny told me we used to go there when we were kids to see who was brave enough to go down the stairs.
Look at our shadow.
No one would ever go further than the first 2 steps. Now Martha's down there, alone, in the dark. She must be frightened.
I like how the shadow actually lines up with our character. You can see, like, foot by foot. Whoa. That's stuttering. You okay, game? Like the game started to have a stroke all of a sudden.
The crypt is here.
Guess it doesn't do well loading all this stuff, huh?
Not now.
Like bolt cutters?
Let's hope the caretaker isn't around. That man gives me the creeps.
Okay, so we found the cemetery. This is fine. This is fine. Martha? I mean, I guess it would say Julia, right? Because when we buried, it was under her name when they thought it was still her, so it should say Julia.
This door is locked, but I must get in. Maybe I can find something around here to break the lock.
Yeah, well, we saw when we got in here. Hey, look, bolt cutters. The game's like, no, I don't need this right now. Hey, look, a lock. Oh, I should have grabbed those bolt cutters.
These are perfect for breaking the lock. I should hurry before the caretaker comes back.
Oh man, warplanes. They're gonna blow us up. Let's go. Let's open this lock. Feels like a Resident Evil game now. What's this about? Got a camera, I guess. What's this?
Everyone takes a side. I find myself siding with my family, but I'm not sure whether it is right.
War stuff.
Instructions for the automatic telephone machine.
Automatic
For example,
telephone?
if you wish to call the number 0573, pick up the telephone from the hook and bring the receiver to your ear. You will hear a continuous tone. Firstly, place your index finger in the hole displaying the number 0. Turn the disc clockwise until it stops. Let the disc return freely to its resting position. Repeat the same steps for the numbers 573.
Hey, now we know how to use a phone.
Enough. I can't go on like this any longer. I can't go on pretending nothing happened. My family was slaughtered by these dirty Nazis. My daughter wasn't even buried, and I had to bury that half-blood instead. An Italian family that got cozy with the dirty Germans. Bastards, that's what they are. What am I supposed to do with my life now? I want to end it, but not without taking a few Germans down with me. You won't see me anymore, but you will hear about me. Long live the resistance. Viva Italia.
All right. Let's see now. So what were we doing in here? Getting a key? We are getting a key. Okay. So now we have a key to our crypt. Now, if we can just find it. No. No. Eh? No. Is it on the map? No. Fresh flowers, it could be here. Okay, it's this one. Think there will be any tales in these crypts?
I can see why we were scared as children. It's a rather gloomy place.
Gloomy? Like, man, this... Looks like a crazy place to read some scary stories down here, man. And this is just for her family? Imagine like how much this would cost. Even in today's money, imagine how much that would cost. You had to dig this all out. The crypt. Is this her? Okay. For those wondering, the dad of the two twins is an officer in the German army, which is why there's all the stuff around here.
May God forgive me for what I'm about to do. I also pray that you, Martha, will forgive me.
So we know that's what we look like because we're twins. So since, you know, we're not in front of a mirror or something, for those who weren't here yesterday, this is literally what we look like. That's pretty loud. Turn that down a bit. So I imagine we're gonna like cut our own stomach open. I mean, I guess unless we see a bump or something, right? Like... the messed up shit music. Yeah, pretty much, right? So, here we go. Oh, man. You're just cutting into people. It's fine, chat. Just, I mean, this is how a surgeon would do it, right? Just... oh, man. Looking for a baby in there, I guess. Oh, man. Did they find it? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. I had to go the extra mile.
It was true.
And make it
was pregnant.
Deformed.
Pregnant with a deformed fetus with 2 heads. Twins again. They always said that it ran in the family. I was all the more shocked. I was doing things that I had never done before. I do not know what force was moving me. I became unstoppable. I decided to photograph the horror as evidence to show my mother and to everyone. Who knows why?
Well, that just happened. And now apparently we need to photograph this because yeah, I guess. I mean, we're getting the prompt for a photo. Out of focus, properly exposed. Subject frame, out of focus. Okay, we're in focus. All right. There, I guess.
Now. I will torture you no longer. I will come back to fix you, and I will stay and take care of you. We
Yeah.
will spend so much time together. I love you, Martha.
Well, so Martha was pregnant, but I gotta be honest, I'm not entirely convinced that's Martha. I think that might be Julia, and we're Martha. But, I don't know. No one tell me if you know.
Doctor,
This
I
game's
must
fucked a
thank
little
you for
bit.
your help. I wouldn't know what to do without you.
These stairs are
Even our
different.
own dear Donatello seems to not understand the situation.
Irene, please. Consider the idea of leaving Italy as your husband suggested. It would be better for everyone, especially for the girl.
I fear that nothing will make her better. Her father doesn't want to accept it.
What's going
I
on with
believe
this
that hope is
hallway?
long gone.
I agree, but in Germany there are better treatments in specialized clinics. The asylum is a temporary solution, just to ensure that she doesn't do anything foolish. But it's a nightmarish place. You know that all too well. You cannot possibly want this for your daughter.
Of course I don't. But what can I do? She is a danger to herself, to us, to everyone. One of Eric's guns has also disappeared. She must have taken it. Who else could it have been? I am so scared, Doctor. I cannot wait
We
any
did
longer.
actually take the gun.
So you know what they think of Italians in Germany, don't you?
But you would be with Eric, an esteemed general. Everyone will respect you.
That cursed girl. Where could she be? Let's hope she doesn't play any more foolish stunts. I'll wait for her here, in the cellar. Sooner or later, she'll go to the dark room. That's for sure.
I would gladly stay and keep an eye on her, but I must rush to town to organize the last few things for her hospitalization.
Thank you, Doctor. Don't worry. We'll see you later.
So, she's just camping out in front of the dark room. So why was that hallway so long? Was that just another hallucination, or was that supposed to be like a more of a metaphor?
She's sleeping. I must take advantage of this. I will make her talk. She will reveal the truth out of fear. She thinks I can be silenced by calling me crazy. But unbeknownst to her, I will record everything. Everyone will know what you have done to your own daughter.
Yeah, we think that, or she's convinced that her mother killed the, Slow Pokrum? Welcome.
I would make too much noise and wake her up.
Okay. So we're going to record what sounds like an interrogation. This isn't going to go well. There's no way this is going to go well. Bad things are about to happen here, chat.
Now I will wake her up and she will confess. You can bet on it.
Oh man, look at the shaky hand.
What are you doing, my daughter?
Did
Why
she
do you
just
want to
pistol whip
ruin
her?
your life?
I'm sorry. It wasn't me who just shot Mummy.
She
It
shot
wasn't
her?
me. Dear God, what have I done? She forced me. She killed Martha. But who in the world will believe me now? They will take me to the mental asylum.
Yeah.
Those rolls of film are my only hope.
So she blacked out again during the interrogation and killed her mother? Not exactly how I expected that to go, but a no worries, Slow. Hope you're having a good day.
So that's who had the keys to my childhood bedroom. I could have guessed.
Oh shit, did we just get bombed?
My God, sooner or later more bombs will land here. Then
So
everything
dark.
will come to an end.
Man, our hearing, that's a... What was the plan? I mean, we were trying to... She was going to come down, interrogate her, and get her to admit that she killed Martha. But instead, we approached her with a gun to interrogate her, blacked out, and shot her to death. Because... Yeah, reasons. I mean, I'd love to listen to that recording, but that's not an option, apparently.
Damn, the power's out. It's impossible to develop that roll of film now.
Why? Just develop it anyway. Oh, wait, I need to pull open the... I can't see, game! What are you doing to me?
Without electricity, the dark room is unusable.
I can't see. I don't know why the game's so dark. Like, I feel like it... Oh, here we go. I was gonna say, like, I feel like it glitched. Well, we did get the key for upstairs, so maybe we should go head upstairs. I mean, she's definitely
At least
going
now
through
I finally have the
something.
keys to my old room. But why was it locked in the first place?
I mean, here we go. We're going upstairs to open up the room that was locked.
Finally, I can enter my room.
There's a little, see a little stage, like a puppet stage, huh?
It's like being a child all over again. I used to play with the puppets by reenacting what was happening in my life, to clear my mind. I want to do it again. At the beginning of any
putting on a puppet
act,
show?
there was always the legend of the White Lady. Otherwise, the scenes I was reenacting were worthless. According to an ancient legend, the lakes of the area are haunted by the spirit of a young woman who was killed by the man she loved. A lover's nightly tryst by the lake. So much hope and desire, but death, not love, was awaiting her.
Use A to show available actions.
Ah, what a beautiful moon tonight.
Well, this went in an unexpected direction.
My love is not here yet. I'll wait. You're here at last.
Oh.
What's going on? Why are you acting weird?
This is weird. What do you mean acting weird? How is this weird? Alright then.
You cheated on me. I would never do that. I love you.
Kill?
I love you too much. The thought of you with another drives me insane. That's why you have to die.
That's gotta be symbolic to what happened between the sisters. I wonder if that means, like, she found out Martha had slept
What
with
did I
Lupo
do to you?
and got pregnant, and so she killed her for being with him.
In
I wonder if that's
despair,
what it is.
the man
No one tell me,
confessed he'd
please.
killed her out of jealousy.
But so much of this stuff is, like, symbolic, it seems like, in how they're doing it subconsciously, so to speak. It wouldn't shock me if that's what happened. Chat? Huh? We killed a puppet.
searched everywhere, but the girl's body was never found. Since then, her spirit, known as the White Lady, takes the life of a young woman whenever events take her back to that sad day.
We're still doing puppet stuff, huh? We washed some puppet clothes. Man, this is an insanely detailed puppet set.
Help! Help me!
Sanctus, welcome. Rude Dog, welcome on in. Oh wow, it has multiple
Now
sets.
I can begin. First of all, let's clarify what
Oh, man.
happened the night before the cursed
Slept
16th
wrong.
of July.
So, Martha and Julia. They say the war will be over soon.
Dad says we're losing. What will happen if we do?
They will take everything from us. See, I think she's not talking because in the game her character is supposed to be deaf. So how could she talk? I think even with the information we know, we probably know that that was not true, maybe?
Will we
Zapped.
become
Welcome.
poor?
I'm afraid we will. Oops. Do you want to come with me to the lake tomorrow? Did you see Lapo yesterday?
Did you see Lapo yesterday?
Look at that. Look at that response. No!
Do you want to come with me to the lake tomorrow?
I want to take some photos.
I want to take some photos.
You are wearing
Hey!
a very well-tailored person suit.
Rude Dog Rudy. Coming on in with a brand new sub. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Added that to the street counter. Get some hearts in chat. Rude Dog. And that sub. Thank you very much. Damn it. I didn't catch what she saw. Or she read. Let's go at dawn. Mommy sleeps heavily. Oh, she will actually read this because it's not Martha.
Let's go at dawn. Mummy sleeps heavily anyway. You know she's been taking that medicine.
Will you actually wake up at dawn?
Wake me up.
Shall we swap beds like we used to when we were kids? Sure, great idea.
Sure, great
Oh,
idea.
she reads that. Yeah, Martha was supposed to be a deaf mute. Like she couldn't hear and couldn't speak. But then we think that she may have also been fooling everybody, supposedly,
Yes, it
from
happened
a
like
note we
this.
found.
Then in the morning, Martha went to the lake pretending to be me to show her pregnancy. She knew Mother was going to follow her down. Now I can only guess what happened when they met at the lake.
Take your knife.
Shh. Dum, 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 dum.
This is still a better fight scene than the
No, this is
Matrix
too
Revolutions.
simple. It can't have happened like this.
Oh, I gotta do it again. Alright. Alright, so... I guess we gotta play it like it was supposed to be, right? Okay. So you're pregnant. Your sister was right.
So you are pregnant. Your sister was right.
I mean, we can't speak. Well, at least I had fun. What do you want from me? She's not supposed to speak at all. But I guess.
What do you want from me? How dare you talk to me like that?
Well, at least
Oh, that's
I
right.
had
She's
fun.
pretending to be Julia.
I'll punish you for this, whore. Try. I dare you.
Dum, 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 dum.
We killed a puppet. Puppet-side.
this might be exactly what happened.
Sure.
I will never know exactly what happened, but I think I have an idea.
I think we'll know exactly what
After
happened
everything,
eventually.
I shot my mother. No, I didn't shoot. What actually happened? It is all in my mind, but I can remember. I know I can.
The gun. Okay, so now what? Hey, look, there's panels in that floor.
The little arm.
I think Irene's her mother.
A small leg.
I don't know what we're doing here exactly, except dismantling a puppet.
And
But
another little arm.
she
Another
did. She
small
murdered
leg.
her mother. This dismantling of the puppet is the most demanding scene in the entire game. We've been averaging roughly between like 80 to 90 frames per second on max settings the entire game. I'm getting 27 here. Dismantling this puppet.
Oh look, only the head is left.
Maybe when next generation GPUs come out, we'll be able to dismantle puppets at high frame rates. See, now I'm back to like 67, 68. Yeah, she dismantled the body to hide it. She put it in a sack. Take the mop. See, this goes to show me that I think, and I mentioned this yesterday, there's a streak going to the wine I don't think that's wine. I think that's where the original fight with Julia, or Martha happened. Potentially. This is the most detailed puppet set ever. I mean, look at the detail on this thing. Got changing floor panels, changing back panels. Everything you need to murder your family and hide their bodies with artistic flair and puppeteering. All right.
I was under the
Oh my
bridge,
god.
But it was just a game. This, however, is not a game. I was
Why are
just
we holding
playing.
a head now?
It's just a bad joke. Under the bridge, the church, the town. Speak. The White Lady.
Well, we now have her mom's head. I don't know what we're doing with this. I mean, if she was worried about, you know, getting put away before, like, she's got to move quick. This is not a good look. Oh man, look. We're getting bombed over there. Yeah, she dismembered the mom. And we got her head. Maybe here? Drop the head down the well? Well, well, well. I guess we're following the candles. The game put markers out for us, I believe. Which is nice. Thank you, game. Yep, here we go. There's the rest of her mom. Just put this head down here. There you go. And, I mean, we should probably bury this. All right. Oops. What's our current objective? Forgotten to develop the photo. Develop the photo of the fetus. We have 2 photos to develop. I don't know what we're doing here. Maybe this is it. We're not even going to finish burying it, though. Like, it's a lot of evidence. The hole does look shallow. Like a good wind would,
The power is back.
release
now I can
that.
develop the role and hopefully have my questions answered.
She's going to find out what happened, and then she's going to, probably realize it was all her. Oh, man. Oops, let's turn on a light. There we go. Alright, downstairs we go to develop this homicidal film. Should we close the door? She usually closes the door when we come in here. I guess she doesn't give a crap anymore. It's like, forget it if this film comes out a little exposed. Alright, here we go. Get that photo paper. So here we need to expose this one, or develop this one rather, so. Out of focus. There we go. Can skip that. Develop it. Get that in the developer. Takes 10 seconds. Oh shit, I overdeveloped it. Fuck. Slightly, not too bad though.
I will return to you, Martha. Together we will sort out everything. Just you and I.
Okay. Alright, now to the other film. Oh shit, here we go. We saw that, but this is the picture. Trying to see who hit who. It won't let me even skip it. Like, this is a big moment. This is a big reveal moment in the game. Don't fuck this photo up. Here we go.
Oh dear God. So it's true. I killed my sister. I did everything to hide the truth. Then I killed my mother to rid myself of the guilt. But she was nasty and everything was her fault. God, what does that make me?
Murder.
I don't deserve to live a second longer. Maybe I will see her again and I can try and ask for her forgiveness.
Oh my God.
But if there is nothing after death, at least I will be free from this suffering. I know it's not right, but I can't do this anymore.
Oh man, seriously. What a decision. Wow. Okay, I mean, I guess let's shoot the soldier. What a decision, though, for the game to throw at you right there. Either kill yourself or kill the soldier, like... Well...
I fired instinctively at that soldier, hitting him right in the head, but it was not a good idea. He obviously didn't come alone. When the others came in, I closed my eyes. I heard a lot of commotion and then felt a sharp pain in the stomach. They were kicking me while another tried in vain to convince himself that the soldier on the ground was still alive. They hit me in the ribs, the back, and the stomach. I couldn't breathe, and at the same
Game over.
time,
Yeah,
I
that
felt
was
the need
literally
to
what was going
vomit.
through my mind.
They were ordered to put me on a seat. They bound me up so tightly that I couldn't feel my hands or feet.
Yeah, that probably would have been like bad ending.
On the seat next to me was my father.
Oh
He
shit.
was breathing, but he appeared to be unconscious. The guy in charge started asking me questions. He kept hitting me in the face and head with some kind of short cane. It was so violent I thought my skull would crack open. All I could taste in my mouth was blood and broken teeth. I ran my tongue across my teeth, thinking to myself that I'd never be able to smile again. A frivolous thought, perhaps, but a painful one nonetheless. Part of my top lip was cut open and was hanging down. I foolishly tried to put it back in place using my tongue and lower lip. I threw up. They forced me to confess that my father had been carrying out all kinds of activity within the German army. Of course, I didn't know anything about it, so I tried to explain. But those punches... I would have done whatever it took to stop them. Whatever it took. Just after I told them what they wanted to hear, the general said, "All it took were 2 slaps and you sold out your father, you German whore." Then he ordered my father to be executed. It took less than a moment. He didn't even move. He pointed to one of the soldiers and then he pointed to me. My time had come. They all left except for the soldier who had the unpleasant task of finishing me off. I wanted to die, but not like that. Terror engulfed me. I could almost hear the sound of my body evacuating. I had the gun pointed to my forehead. I couldn't look at his face. I stank. I felt indecent. Then he moved the gun on purpose and shot without hitting me. He had taken pity on me. It must have been my fate not to die. He quickly cut the ropes and pushed me to the ground, saying out loud, "It's done. The German whore has been dealt with." I was left motionless on the ground. He left, and I fainted again.
Damn. That's a bunch of fucked up shit. Wow.
When I came around, I did not know what to do. I was completely empty and felt pain everywhere. Everyone was dead. I was now alone in the world. I felt a desire to hear their voices one last time on Daddy's recorder in the dark room. Provided the soldiers hadn't destroyed it, that is.
Rough week. Yeah, it's a bit of a rough week for them, to say the least. Oh, man.
Now I will wake her up and she will...
Yeah, here's that recording.
You can bet on it.
What are you doing with your father's gun? It's dangerous. Stop it.
Talk. Tell me everything now. Tell me what you have done.
Okay. Calm down. I will tell you everything. I found that strange note when I woke up, and I immediately realized that something was wrong. Something was up with you, aside from your usual quirks. I came to check, but you weren't in your bedroom. You had spoken about the lake, and I got worried, so I called your father, and we went to see what was going on. We found you sitting in your underwear at the side of the lake. You kept saying that nothing had happened, and you kept repeating things like that. I hugged you to try and make you feel better, but you did not speak again for days. What is happening to you?
You should tell me what's going on. I'm not going to that loony bin.
I would never have wanted this, but I'm afraid you will harm yourself further. You were really hurting yourself in front of the piano that night. What else could we do?
You killed my sister and now you're afraid because I found out. So you're making up stories, aren't you? But I'm not falling for it this time.
What are you saying? Your sister? Please, no. I was not well. I didn't know what I was saying. So many years have passed. You were little then. I thought everyone had forgotten that nonsense.
Shut up! Don't speak. Don't say anything else.
What are you doing, my daughter? Why do you want to ruin your life?
I'm sorry. It wasn't me who just shot Mummy. It wasn't me. I didn't know who I was anymore. Everything had fallen apart. I was afraid of myself. My God, it was terrible. I had always been convinced that I was too good for myself, but then I had become my own enemy. I was the danger. What should I have done? I thought about the puppet theatre in my old room. There I could find something in myself, perhaps. So I rushed to go play with it again.
Guess it's more puppet time, huh? Puppet combo? Well, what's this? Oh, it's our bag. So, oh, is it getting so dark? So, yeah, we just learned a lot of stuff. So she did, in fact, kill her sister. I think we kind of assumed that pretty early on. We confirmed that she did, in fact, kill her mother, though that wasn't a shock. Then her dad is now dead. Her mother, of course, is dead. She's probably pretty wounded right now. Like, I don't know if we can make it to the... Can I get a lighter here? Pretty dark. Here we go. I'm curious if we can go into the bathroom to look at the mirror. If the game took any effort into designing that out. They don't have a mirror in their bathroom. Right. Okay. Sure. They had mirrors in their bedrooms, though. Of course I can't see. It's too dark to see the reflection. And then it's too bright, so we can't make it out. Well played, game. Well played. Anyway, let's go back to the room and do the puppetry. Oops. Ah, puppet time. Here we go.
Mummy nearly died giving birth to me. This is what remains in my memory of my mother's, nanny's, and father's stories. I remember little to nothing of my childhood at home. I have to try, though. Maybe the important events I should know are right there.
Puppet birth. Sure. We've done so much else in this game. Why not have this?
How are you, madam?
I feel a sharp pain.
Do you need anything?
Yep.
I can feel it. The time has come.
We must birth more puppets into the world. That's where we're going. Okay. Now what? Take towel. Put towel down. Everything is ready.
Everything is ready.
Help! Something is wrong. It help. Irene is not well.
Okay. Here we go.
How are you, honey?
Like,
I'm getting weaker and weaker.
yeah, use the phone. Call the doctor.
Doctor, hurry! Irena is sick!
Okay, so... She must have like a huge suitcase or something full of these puppets and stuff. Like, it's kind of crazy.
Don't worry, Irene. The pain you feel is natural. Push, Irene, push.
Oh, whoa. Look, there's like baby or death. Wow, okay. And hey, it's a baby. Puppet baby.
The baby is born.
We did it, chat.
I feel sick. I feel myself wasting away.
It's going to be okay.
Is it though?
Poor Mummy. She has suffered so much. I have hurt her so much ever since I was born.
Seems like that'd be a really shitty doctor. You gotta pet the dog. I'm hungry, I have to pee, I'm thirsty, I'm sleepy. I mean, 1, 4, and 2 sound real. 3, I don't think kids ever say they're sleepy. So, here.
Mummy, I'm thirsty.
I don't think I ever remember telling my parents, I'm sleepy.
You just had a drink.
Oh.
Mummy, I'm hungry.
So we can either tell them to stop being a crybaby or we can just paint. This is not good parenting right here. She can't even paint! Look at that, there's nothing being painted. Oh, I stand corrected. I don't know what that is, but there we go. Does it fill the picture in more if we keep painting? Hey, let's just keep painting. Look, we're getting an image here. Okay, come on. Come on. Hey, we painted something.
It's not time to eat. Stop being a crybaby.
Wow.
Mummy, I have to pee. And what can I do about that?
Damn.
Mummy, I'm sleepy. That's enough! Go to your room!
Yeah, that would be, pretty awful.
Get out of my sight! I can stand you no longer!
The legs.
How dare you! I will make you pay for that!
The detail of this puppet set.
My hands are not enough! You need to learn properly this time!
What?
Sorry, it was an accident, Mummy. Please don't hit me.
Wait, what? Yeah, seriously. So, she remembers
Sorry,
that
it was an accident, Mummy.
this is how she became deaf. This is a different story than we heard earlier. Wow.
This is just a game.
Yeah,
Is it only a game? I believe the White Lady
Yeah.
said that my lost memories would return in the place of my happy childhood. This is the only place I have ever been truly happy. Are these my memories then? Is this actually my life?
a lot of puppetry going on. It keeps going. We don't even know if any of this is true. Like, frankly, like, we don't know. We don't know what's true. The game keeps changing stuff, and we know for a fact that Julia is not remembering things right. And this is, and they clearly said earlier, this is how she remembers them. but we don't know. This could be a lot of what actually happened, or maybe not so much, because in the early part of the game, though, she remembered that she caused her sister to be deaf. But now we're finding out this other stuff, so it's hard to tell exactly what's what. If they don't change the story again, then this will be, you know, obviously the truth.
What's up? Did Julia make you cry?
Oh, shit. No.
Don't cry, my love. You know Mummy loves you.
Take the picture? Fly up and take the picture. Okay. Spill the pitcher over Julia's head? Or drink from the pitcher? I mean, just drink.
What are you doing, Martha?
You could have gotten Martha a glass, you little know-it-all, or you're only good for judging others, aren't you? And none of these are good.
You could have got Martha a glass, you little know-it-all.
I don't know, like, none of these are good choices. This is a long puppet show.
Yes, I like that game.
So kids being kids, mother over there being a dick. Let's see. Martha, why don't you play? We just are playing with our sister. I don't know. This is weird. I don't know where it's going with this.
Don't you want to
Maybe
play
we're
with
choosing
your
all the wrong
sister?
options. Throw a picture on the ground, take picture, speak. I mean, maybe we're supposed to, like, do the action items? Maybe we chose the wrong option.
I didn't do it on purpose.
I mean, you literally just threw it down.
Oh, you're also a liar. This
Oh,
is too
fuck. I
much.
think we chose a bad option. Maybe I should have had Martha do it because she's, like, trying to, like, I don't know, feel somewhat bad for what she did to Martha, so she's, like, letting her, like, get away with stuff. But now I feel like this is gonna go back to haunt her. Like, I don't know, like, so hard to figure out what we're supposed to do here.
It's all Martha's fault. I don't believe you. I saw that. You think you're so smart. That's not true. You didn't see me, liar, liar.
Pants on fire.
Liar? To whom? Now let's see what happens to you.
Uh-oh. No! Ah, fuck.
Come with me now. Sorry, Mummy. I'm so sorry. Come with me. I will put you in your place, girl.
What the hell is going on here? What the fuck?
Sorry, Mummy. I won't do it anymore. I promise. Too late. These false tears won't help you.
Yeah, get out of there, kid. Get out of there.
Stay still. Help!
What the fuck is going on? Like, take...
Now I'll make you want to bark. Leave my dog alone!
What? We're gonna kill a puppet dog?
There's no point screaming, stupid girl. No, Mummy, please.
Wow. Wow.
You're insane.
You just got here. Can I interest you in some stew?
Sure. Now I'll show you how insane I am.
My God, there's a big eyeball in there. Jesus.
Help, Daddy, help!
Let's get us some, like, if this was the kid's actual childhood, Jesus fucking Christ.
Screaming won't work. Your father is not here like usual.
Well, he is fighting that war.
Eat it.
No.
No!
Oh, come on. It's puppets and it feels so wrong. My God. Wait, can we just stop slapping the puppets?
I said eat.
Like, man. Well, we ate our dog, I guess.
I was beginning to remember, but I was so scared to remember too much, especially all at once. I didn't have time to guess exactly what happened. It was making me too upset. Pulling out those memories was like trying to pull out a tooth on your own. Almost impossible, and far too painful. The White Lady told me that the church is a safe place and home to its children. Don Attilio, my priest, I have to talk to him. I have to call him on the telephone.
Wow. That was a scene in this game. Uh-huh. I mean, the game is a good horror game. I'm a little surprised at that puppet scene. I mean, they're trying to make you relive memories and stuff of what happened in the childhood that would have made her kill her sister. So it's got to be stuff that's got to be, I guess, pretty fucked up to make her have like a psychotic break to kill her sister and all this and what had happened. I'm surprised they could make that so cringe just being like straight puppets. Like that was an uncomfortable scene. What's that? Rosary. I think we're looking for a phone, right? And say we're looking for a phone. There we go. Yeah, Hex. She found a photo that showed she killed the sister. 6938. Okay, so.
Don Attilio speaking. Who is it?
Father, help me. They're all dead. Daddy, Mummy, everyone.
Julia, come to me immediately. Don't stay alone. It's dangerous. Come to town. You can stay here with me and we can talk about everything. Okay?
Okay, Father, but first I want to play with my puppets. for
Can
a
we
while.
not play with the
Julia,
puppets
don't
anymore?
be silly. Come to church right away.
I mean, I think we've played enough with the puppets. What are our objectives? Please don't feel like let's play more puppets. Puppet theater, take the bike. Okay, so we're done with the puppets. Jesus. Let's get the lighter out. It's really dark. All right, there was a bike somewhere. Remember, there it is. I can kind of make it out. Really dark out here. Are we riding the bike? I don't know where we're headed to. And this was just the way to the cemetery, wasn't it? Do we have a map we can look at? Ooh, maybe not. Well, the church was... He did actually say go to the church, you're right. So the church is just next door. I don't even know why we needed the bike. Shit, now I can't even turn around. Yeah, but I can't look at the objectives at the moment. Oh wait, yes I can. Go to San... I don't know where that is though. I can't look at the map. Okay, we can get off the bike. We're going here. So yeah, I went the wrong way. It's one of those bikes with a light generator on it. Can't wait for the next horrifying thing, right? Like, holy crap. Man, I will never second guess the power of puppet theater again. Yeah, we can't take the bike there. You know, I'm gonna go originally to where I thought we were gonna go. And then we can just go back. Because I don't know why I would have us take a bike down that path. This is some next-gen bicycling in a game. I can't see. Well, where the hell are we supposed to go? Take the bike, go to San Cassiano. Well, where the fuck is San Cassiano? I wish it showed. It doesn't say. Like, this is kind of ridiculous. I'm guessing this isn't it. This is the cemetery, so I chose poorly. Alright, down the hill we go. Maybe we'll get some good momentum. Maybe this way? It doesn't tell you. Was this right? Like, I can't see. Oh. Alright, guys. So it's giving us the warning that it gave us at the start of the game. We are an 18 and over channel, so we're gonna go with it. So just FYI. I don't know where this game's gonna take us. We had some fucked up puppet theater. So here we go.
Those boys. They had all been killed and it was my fault. They were my age and a few of them were our friends. It wasn't meant to go like that. They found out that Daddy protected me, of course. Whoever had anything to do with the partisans was shot without hesitation. Suspicion alone was enough. I betrayed my father, but what was I supposed to do?
Well, we're in the city. We at least
Should I
found...
have betrayed Lapo instead? He was my friend and I loved him. But I also loved my father. Which side was I on? I just listened to my heart. I thought it was the right thing, but instead it was the worst thing I could have done.
Alright, so do we have a map? That is a diary. I'm not looking to go with the diary. We don't have a map of this place. That's horrible. Well, it doesn't look like there's probably much for us to go. Maybe just in this building here, huh? It's lit up. Okay, thank you, game. I chose no for the censored version, because we're 18 and over channel, so we're fine, but...
I completely lost touch with reality.
I also don't know where it's going to take it, so we'll see. Nervous laughter ensues. I mean, look, we're inside a puppet now theater. So, oh man. Oh, that's really bright. It's like a puppet version of the Holy Wars.
I don't remember how things went. I just remember a big light and then photographs were being taken of me. There was a man dressed in white.
So she was committed.
He was asking me questions, but I didn't understand what he was actually asking me. He wrote something on a piece of paper and then 2 nurses led me away.
So there's a big camera. There's
I
the
was in
bullet.
the mental asylum. Some women were talking to themselves. Others cried. Some were even covered in their own filth. Others were violent and tried to hurt themselves any way possible. There was this one young woman who would pleasure herself all day long, incessantly, to the point where she would bleed. So they would tie her down to the bed screaming,
Jesus.
cursing and talking gibberish for days on end. Once her wounds had healed and she was untied, she would just start again. That woman was me. They started to give me injections. What they gave me made my whole body shake. I broke my vertebrae and an ankle. I think it was called cardiazol or something like that. My body was like a fire that didn't want to be put out. When it appeared to be quenched, it would come back, even stronger than before. In the end, though, they won. I stopped screaming and masturbating. I stopped thinking. There was no longer any need for therapy. Something inside of me had died. But nevertheless, I insisted on carrying along this painful journey. I was stronger than I could ever have imagined.
Wow. Yeah, this is taken to a horrible place for our main character. Well, we've reached the end of the puppets. Or at least this part of the puppets, I imagine. There will probably be more puppetry at some point. Are we supposed to sit down here? This looks like where we're supposed to go, right? I mean, this would be my guess. Oh, yeah, here, I see it. I see it. Okay, auto-saving. Okay, we're a puppet now.
Who are you? Wait, wait. I want answers. Don't go away. Talk to me about Martha, please.
Martha is dead. I am Martha. Martha does not exist. I mean, the title of the game is Martha is Dead. But then we might also be Martha. Or what if there was never... Hold a second, right? What if there never was a Martha? Right? During the recording, the actual recording that we heard, they said that she found us by the lake. Out of our minds, right? On the recording. That might actually mean that the dead sister, all of that never actually existed. All of that was in her head. Maybe. I'm gonna go with Martha does not exist.
Martha does not exist. She never existed. She's just a figment of my imagination. Impossible. I remember her. I loved her.
She is a part of me. She is an invention.
I have to accept it. Martha never existed outside of my mind. It's pointless denying this truth. It's extremely painful. And Mother? Is she alive?
She is... It's like, I don't know. She could be. We really don't know. I mean, we did hold her head. I'm just gonna say I don't know.
I really don't know. Her death could be all my invention. Or maybe things went just as I remember.
I have no idea what the hell's going on in this game at the moment.
Doubt. What about Father? The soldiers? Did that really happen?
Fuck if I know.
If I think back to that moment, everything is muddled. I do not know how to answer.
I mean,
no answer is perhaps the most painful answer. What about Nanny?
I mean, you gotta think too, when we stood up after that whole thing, we didn't stand up from the ground. We stood up from sitting on a chair when it said we fell down. And there was also no blood on the floor. There wasn't even her father there. So I don't know if that scene actually even happened.
I haven't seen Nanny in so long. I don't know what could have happened to her. Who knows where she is?
Like, it's possible none of this has happened.
I'm afraid to ask about Lapo.
He's fine. He's dead. I wish I don't know as an answer, because at this point I don't fucking know about anything. I'm gonna say he's dead.
Lapo is dead. He was blown up by a landmine. He got into trouble and paid with his life. My dear friend. Poor boy. Just as I remembered, unfortunately. One last question. The pregnancy?
I was pregnant. There was no pregnancy. I'm gonna say it's I was because of the blood. But I don't know. Like, there needs to be more I don't know choices.
I was pregnant, but then I had a miscarriage. So much blood that morning. And my mind decided that things had gone differently. Who knows what else I was hiding. That's enough now. All of these questions are pointless, aren't they? It's all inside of us. We just need to turn the mirror. Is it not all just the reflection of an unknowable existence? Nothing more than a puppet show.
Well, we got actions now.
Ready for everything with open arms. Even ready to kill. Legs always ready to run.
I got to imagine, and I don't know if this is true or not, that we may be close to the end of the game. Frankly, because I don't know where the fuck else they could take this game at this point. Like, we've had a breakdown, all that happened there. Like, I don't necessarily see any sort of forward.
The womb that conceived in sin.
And because of that warning, I bet things are going to get fucked up before this thing finishes itself.
Lastly, the mind. To protect us, it has turned us into monsters. Either way, we cannot live like this, can we?
Gonna get
I'll
more
take
so.
care of
I mean,
it.
this has been pretty fucked
I
up.
don't need to worry. I'll try to sleep if I can. I've got this.
Oh, damn. That would hurt. Yeah, I think we all kind of assumed that's where it was gonna go. With the Martha thing, too. It's the thing she used earlier in the game when she cut off her face. Same exact thing.
On the 26th of July, San Casciano was bombed and the church was destroyed. But I was not there then. I was already in the asylum. Once again, stubbornly, I was not dead. The bombs hadn't killed me, and I had also survived myself. The most absurd test and the hardest one. The war ended some time ago now, both out there and inside of me. I was on the wrong side of the gate, but now I can turn the page. Life is opening its doors again, isn't it? If I hadn't been so lucky to survive myself, I would have thrown everything away. We think that danger is all around us, ready to attack. But the most devious and misleading dangers are the ones that are inside of us. They grow without us realizing. They make us suffer, remain confused, and remove our self-respect. I would have wanted to ask for help, but I was alone. This is my story. Thank you for being here, for listening to me. Now I'm ready to leave. How long will it take to get home?
You know, with the choices that we took there in what was the end explanation in front of the mirror, I feel like no matter what we would have chose, it would have acted like that was the real thing. Which kind of means like fortunately today is possible to ask for help and receive it even if we're alone, even if we're desperate, even if it feels like it doesn't make sense. If it feels like there is nothing left for us, it is only because we can no longer see it. There is always something to live for. Something great could be just around the corner. You know what? I'm going to share this link from when we have done the suicide prevention streams. Oh, and there's a link on the screen right there, since it got extremely serious there at the end. But I feel like the end of that game, it could have gone like so many different ways. Like really, there was no answer to what exactly happened, and that kind of bothers me, right? It really actually a little bit irritates me because you don't know what truly transpired. We chose Lapo is dead, I think, but if we chose he was alive, she probably would have said something truthful to that. You don't know what and maybe that was the point, that you don't know. She doesn't know what's real. We don't know what was real. We saw at the end there the scars on her face. Those scars on the face could be from the attacks from the soldiers, but they could also be the self-harm she did to herself inside the asylum based on what she said there. Meaning that the attack on the soldiers maybe never happened. We don't know if there was a Martha or there wasn't a Martha. She lived in a room with 2 beds. One that said Martha, one that said Julia, but there was another room entirely that said Julia. So was that other room even a room for the 2 sisters? Was Julia's room just Julia's room? And that was something else entirely that she was imagining? We don't really know. A lot of it just is kind of, I think, up to your own interpretation, which I think is, I mean, it's an interesting way to go. I kind of would have liked a more solid answer to some of it, especially for a game that had like that much of a serious tone to it, especially toward the end. I would have liked maybe some solid answers, but to be frank, with the mental illness that she had and all this stuff, that might play more to the story in itself. We don't have any answers because she doesn't have any answers. We could have, though, heard more from maybe a third-party point of view of like what the cops discovered when they went there. Maybe an after-credit scene where we go to the house, but the house is different. And we could kind of see what actually transpired from hints. Like maybe we enter in through that garage and we see down there there's, you know, the mother and the father were killed in an explosion outside from the bomb we heard dropped earlier or something. We'll go upstairs. There was only Julia's room, and the other room maybe was the nanny's quarters or something. You know, some sort of explanation would have been a little ideal. How was it? It was good. It was crazy ending. It's definitely a game that I don't think a lot of people are probably going to be like, I want to revisit that game. Not because it was bad, but like, it's kind of like, I mean, you know, and maybe not to like compare like two stories that came in the same time frame, but it's kind of like to the extent of like, you know, you watch like, say, Schindler's List, and you're like, that's a really fucking good movie. But I don't know how many times you're sitting there like, man, I really want to rewatch Schindler's List. It's because it's depressing, you know. It's not really like that feel-good story you want to necessarily go down. Yeah, what is 78%? I don't know. All the collectibles, achievements? Oh, okay. What does continue do for us? Does that put us just right at the end again? Because I'll just step out and go back if it is. Oh, it puts us back here. I bet it's gonna just be like, yeah, I don't necessarily want to keep doing this end scene. I bet it's just gonna be kind of like what I said, like whatever you choose, it's those things. So I'm not even gonna re-choose this. Yeah, it's another thing to answer differently, which is kind of nice that they did that, to be honest. Like, so many games you finish the ending on something that was like a lot of multiple choices, and it's like, oh, you got to replay the whole game again, because that's how they justify their replayability. But this game is just like right here. In fact, I'll just save right here, just so like there's a hard save for that. Maybe look it up on YouTube. Maybe. I mean, that's not a bad way to go about it. But I imagine that's going to be the same thing. In fact, here, we'll turn down the game volume a bit, because we've heard all this. I kind of want to just answer one or two of the questions and see if they're any different. I don't know if it'll let me skip. If it doesn't let me skip, we're just gonna like let it play out until we actually get to the questions. But honestly, very interesting game. Interesting point of view. Interesting way to go about a lot of the stuff.
Who are you? Wait.
I think it was actually pretty good.
Don't go.
I was surprised towards the end there, especially with the puppet thing, that it got as serious as it did with the puppets. I think that was probably the best way that they could have gone about that, especially for this kind of a game. Just because, like, think about what they showed as the puppets, which is interesting because, you know, I'm controlling the puppets, so it's putting the player in that thing, but keeping it to puppetry. As to where if they had done that same scene with like normal game graphics and fully rendered, like it would have hit harder for sure, but maybe not in the way we would, you know, obviously, I mean, I don't think we wanted to hit that way at all, but it would have definitely been maybe a bit much. I'll put it like that. All right, so last time we chose Martha does not exist. So if we choose I am Martha,
Julia. There's no longer any difference. I am both Martha and Julia, whichever you want. It's us. So it's true. And Mother? Is she alive?
Mr. Cola, welcome on in. I put, I don't know.
Mummy is dead. Nobody knows that better than I do.
Yeah, it's just, it's, she phrases it
Useless
to
try and
whatever.
deceive ourselves. Did I do what I think I've done?
This is different. And there's only one answer for yes. So this is much different.
Yes, damn it. It really happened. I cut her into pieces and buried her under the bridge. God, all that blood. My God.
I wonder if that means that's
knew it.
canon.
What about Daddy? The soldiers? Did that really happen?
Let's answer differently for this. I'm going to say no. Because when we stood up, there was no blood or nothing.
My mind is playing weird tricks on me. I saw him sitting there because I was afraid. Daddy is okay. He is strong and able to look after himself. Certainly better than I can. Okay, this is almost impossible.
There's no way to know
believe.
anything about the nanny. Like, the nanny
What
was barely
about the
talked about
nanny?
during the game. So, the I don't know, I
I
feel.
haven't seen Nanny in so long. I don't know what could have happened to her. Who knows where she is, the poor thing. I'm afraid to ask about Lapo.
Okay. I think I said Lapo doesn't exist. I don't know what I chose the last time. But the pregnancy has to have happened because there was a pregnancy. I'm just gonna say he's
Lapo
dead.
is dead. He was blown up by a landmine.
Oh, I thought it was a
He
grenade.
got into trouble and paid with his life. My dear friend. Poor boy. Just as I remembered, unfortunately. One last question. The pregnancy?
Martha was pregnant. I was pregnant. There was no pregnant. That's interesting they left Martha was pregnant considering our first answer in this line of questioning was we are Martha. So saying I was pregnant and Martha was pregnant is interesting that there's still that difference between the choices. Last time we chose I was pregnant. Out of curiosity, I'm gonna choose Martha.
Martha was pregnant. Her deformed baby died with her. Maybe she was in pain. That's enough now. All of these questions are pointless, aren't they? It's all inside of us. We just need to turn the mirror. Is it not all just the reflection
Yeah, so
of an unknown?
I think she's saying the same exact stuff now. So, you know, it was different answers. We did get a slightly different answer for the mother's answer though. It's like, did you, what was it? Did you, did all this really happen? And there was no, there was only a yes. Which I don't know if that means it was canon. I assume we're still going to get the same percentage towards the end. I really don't think that's going to change at all. I imagine that's going to stay right at 78%. I was kind of curious if that might adjust and be like, you got 78% of the answers right. I don't know if I don't want to keep going through the line of questioning necessarily because it's, I feel, going to be kind of pointless. But that one might be canon. I'm curious if we kept re-answering, would you ultimately find a canon path? So, I'll tell you what I am going to do though. We need to lighten the mood a little bit. So the stream is not over. The game is over, even though we're kind of like reliving some of this stuff. Just to see if we get a different percentage, which I don't think we will. But the stream is not over, and we're going to change to a slightly different game. In fact, let me go full screen here.